Now MPLATES. MPLATES. What is MPLATE? It's Central Information Commission. Central Information Commission has recently made recommendation regarding the MPLATES fund. So MPLATES funds will be there. Central Information Commission. The elected member of Lok Sabha can recommended work within their constituency. The elected Rajya Sabha member can recommended work in one or more district in, like, elected member of Lok Sabha will be in their constituency. Elected member of Rajya Sabha will more one or more district of the state where they has been elected. The Lok Sabha in their own constituency, but the Rajya Sabha one or more state can be recommended work in one or more district. A nominated member of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha may select any or one or more district from any of the state in country for implementation of work. So any can be, they can be select any. Now member of parliament is under the it's 1993 act and under the MOSPI now. MOSPI, Ministry of Statistical and Program Implementation, suggests the district administrator. So DA, district administrator will be there. MP has the choice to suggest the district administrator, and he will get the 5 crore rupees first, and then further they will give this 5 crore out of 15% to the SC and 7.5% to the ST. Okay, and amount for the creation of community asset in tribal area outside of their constituency also they can create also. And eligible work should be sanctioned within 75 days. So 75 days are given there, and utilization of certificate every year they will get from that, okay, ministry. So this was MPLATE. Now prior section. So prior sanctions are Rajasthan government recently introduced criminal law. Rajasthan government what introduced criminal law, okay, bill granting immunity to public servant, judge and magistrate. So public servant, judge and magistrate, they will grant the immunity. So prior sanction is generally mandated to protect public servant. What is prior sanctions? Prior sanctions, what is that? So prior sanction is the prior section is generally made to protect public servant from legal harassment for their public action. The issue is whether prior sanction is required before beginning investigation or before prosecution. So government view, prior sanction will protect honest officer from frivolous allegation. There is a frivolous allegation. So it is for to vested interest and thus prevent situation of policy analysis. Supreme Court law, MK Ayyappa case. Court held that even an investigation cannot be ordered under section 156 CRPC. So Supreme Court has opposite view, saying that prior sanction for investigation impede unbiased and efficient investigation should be there. So current legal status, like section 19 of Prevention and Corruption Act also require prior sanction for prosecution of public servant for offences to taking bribes or criminal misconduct. Next is F for MP track. MP to track development. There is a MP track development application. So that is UPAI. Unified Planning and Analysis Interference to Solution in English. It is in English. Okay. So which help member of parliament to track the development work. UPAI, Unified Planning and Analysis Interface. Unified Planning and Analysis Interface. It's provide integrated platform for data infrastructure and expected to provide district-wise information of MP, help them in MPLAD also. So UPAI is what? Unified Platform for Advanced Analysis Interface and Solution, and monitor the PMO also. It will monitor the PMO also. It is monitored by the PMO also. Unified Planning and Analysis Interface is monitored by the PMO in a Digital India program. It will be extended to include a state scheme and brings district magistrate and member of legislature. Now Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So recently government has merged Ministry of Urban Development in Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, called the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Okay. So Real Estate Regulation and Development Act is there. Real Estate Development and Regulation Act, and Livelihood and Regulation and Street Vending Act. So Street Vendor Act is also there. Street Vendor Act. Okay. So Ministry of Urban Housing and Urban Affairs were one entity before being separated into two independent ministry. 10 group of secretary were formed. Then they were formed sector specialized like maximum governments to minimum government to maximum governments. So sector specific health, education, urban development, practical remedy over there. Group of secretary will be there in Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Group of secretary will be there. So this is all about this. Now next question is issue related to election commission. What are issue related to election commission? So issue related to chief election commission. Chief election commission appointments like article 3 to 324 shall be done as per the law made by parliament. So parliament will appoint them. Okay. This regard no such law has been yet made which leaves gap. Recently Supreme Court had asked the centre why no enabling law has yet been framed. So constitutional provision related to EC is the election commission shall consist as chief electioner commissioner plus such members of election commission like 2 will be there. President may from time to time fix the appointments of chief election commissioner and other election commissioner subject to provision of any law made in that behalf of parliament. So constitution has not prescribed the qualification like legal, educational, administrative or judicial. There is no prescribed qualifications for the qualifications are not given. Okay. Not debarred by retiring election commission from any further appointments by the government. Not debarred by retiring, not debarred like they can reappoint also. So reappointment is also given there. Reappointment also given there, and there is no qualifications also. No clarity regarding the powers. So powers, no qualifications, no powers regarding that also. And election commission and election commissioner enjoy the same decision making power, which suggests of the fact that their power are as per the each other. So article 324(5) of the constitution safeguard the election commission from the arbitrary removal. So arbitrary removal will never be there. Okay, so this is the regarding of that. Now section 29 of RPA. What is the section 29A of RPA Act? What is that? So power of election commission. Supreme Court has recently decided to examine the power of election commission in term of disqualification of person. So section 29A is Representation of People Act. RPA Act 1951 lay various provisions regard to registration and recognition of political party. So political party registration and recognition is given in this act. So virtue of section 8, section 8, 8A, 9, 9A, 10 and 11 are already been held candidate convicted under criminal law disqualified from contesting the election. An election symbol representation allotment order 1968 operated by the election commission symbol order, and Goswami committee is there need to conform in form only to the provision of constitution. So Goswami committee will see the issues. So this section 29A is for the registration and recognition of political parties. Now election symbol. What is the election symbol? Election symbol. So Allahabad PIL was filed in the Allahabad court, questioned whether political party are actually authorized to use election symbol reserved for them during and beyond period of election. So reserved symbol is what? Reserved exclusively for the recognized political party and allotted to contesting candidates set by that party, is not the reserved symbol. And free symbol is what? Other than the reserved symbol, like from list of free symbol preferences have to be provided. So this is the free symbol. So symbol are allocated. Election symbol act is there. There is a order, election symbol order 1968 of Election Commission of India. So symbol may be reserved in the name of party allotted to the contesting candidate. So state party. Now state party. What are the state parties? State parties are 6% valid votes in the poll of Vidhan Sabha plus 2 seats in the assembly. They will be the state party. Or secured 60% valid vote in the Lok Sabha and 1 seat in Lok Sabha. Okay, or 3% seat in Vidhan Sabha or 3 seat in Assembly. So 6-2, 6-1 and 3 and 3. Or Lok Sabha for every 25 seats, or 25 seats if they allocate, or secure 8% total valid votes. If total 8% valid vote they secured in Vidhan Sabha. Okay, these are like state party can be they can be state party. In case of national party, if they hold like recognized for political parties recognize 4 or more state, 6% valid vote and 4 seats, 2% valid votes and 3 seats. So what is that? 4 or more states, 6% valid vote or 4 seats, 6 and 4, 2% seats in Lok Sabha and 3 seats, 2% and 3 seats, 6% valid vote and 4 seats, 2% and 3 seats. Okay. Election Commission recently amended rule whether it will now review the national or state party. So India has 7 recognized party right now, like Congress and BJP and BSP, okay, and CPI, M, CPI, NCP. These are 7 parties in an Indian Trimool also. So what are the privileges of national party? Privileges of national party. What are these privileges? Unique symbol. They have the unique symbol. First of all, unique symbol. Second is free airtime. Free airtime, like broadcasting and Doordarshan. Third is 2 free copy of electoral roll. 2 free copy of electoral roll. Need only one proposer to file their nomination. And depot 40-star campaigner. 40-star campaigner. Okay, these are. Now, what are the electoral reforms? Electoral reforms. What you understand by the electoral reforms? So, various political parties have told the parliamentary panel that existing first past post system need to be placed hybrid format. So, first past post system will be now converting in the hybrid system. Okay. So hybrid mixed system refer to an electoral system in which 2 systems are merged into one, combining the positive feature. So in a mixed system there are 2 electoral systems using different formulae running alongside, and the voters are cast by same voter and contribute to the election of representation. So mixed member proportional system is also there, when result of 2 types of elections are linked and seat allocated to proportional system level being dependent on what happened in plurality or district seats and compensating for disproportionality. So like there are system first past post system, but now we are going towards the electoral system of hybridization. So mixed member proportional system. Parallel system is also there, when 2 set of elections are detached and distinct and are not dependent to each other. If they are distinct and detached, not dependent to each other, then this will call the parallel system. If they are dependent to each other, then this will called as mixed member proportional system. Okay, so difference is what one is proportional system, and second is parallel system. If these are distinct, then it will be parallel, and if not distinct, then it will be proportional system. Okay. So various type of electoral system: first past post system, proportional representation, mixed system. Okay, so hybrid system are given. Hybrid system is what? Hybrid system is the system where first past post system as well as a proportional representation. First past post system plus proportional representation system, both are combinedly known as hybrid system. So what is first past post system? First past post system, what you understand? First past post system is the simplest form. It is a simplest form of the system, like plurality of majority system. It's not the plurality of majority system, majority party system. Okay, so candidate who will be in the majority in the party using single member. So they are using the single member only. So the voter is presented with the name of the nominated candidate and vote by choosing one, only one. The winning candidate is simply the person who wins the most vote, and the theory she could be elected with 2 votes. So if use the UK to elect member of the House of Commons, both chambers, US Congress and the lower house in the India and Canada as well as other place used to the British colonies also. So this used many system. First past post system, why they are using this system? Because first of all, simplicity. Okay, it's the simplest form. Indian population was not literate, so that's why they taken the first past post system, unable to understand the complexity of the first past post system. Second is the familiarity. They are familiar with. Before independence, several elections were held regularly on the basis of first past post system, so they are familiar with this. Third is first past post system established party as a major center of power, where first past post system given an individual as a representative of the people of certain specific area. So Indian condition at the time of independence, this was a big concern for our leaders. Okay, the difference between the first past post system and the proportional representation. Proportional representation and first past post system, what are the difference? First is faithfully translate voter cast into the seats. So it's faithfully translate the voters who votes, and it does not completely translate the number of voters. So no translation of the voters in the numbers, it's faithfully translate the number of the voters. Facilitate minority parties, it also facilitates the minority party proportional system. Okay, and it does not translate the voters in that system. It is faithfully translate the voter, but it's not. And this facilitate minority party, and it might not for the minorities, and make power sharing between parties and interest group more viable. So more visible power difference will be there in the proportional system, but the power sharing between the various group is not visible. So power sharing will never be in the first past post system. Single party dominate is difficult to achieve. In proportional system, no single party can be dominate, but in the first past post system, single party domination can be there. And first proportional system, this system does not exclude the smaller party, but first past post system excludes the smaller party. So fair representation is given in this. So what we understand by both of them, proportional system is faithfully translate the voter casting vote, it, and first past post system not, and single party can't dominate, but here can be facilitate minority, but it can't, first past post system can't. And it's include the small parties also, but first past post system don't include the smallest party. Okay, now electoral bond. What is the electoral bond? So notified the electoral bond scheme announced in budget 2000 and 2018. So to boost the transparency. So transparency they wanted to boost. Electoral bond were announced in union budget and the required amendment in Reserve Bank of India. So section 31(3) and Representation of People Act 1951 of Finance Bill. This is political funding cleanup. Okay, so this is like what is electoral bond? An interest free financial instrument anyone can purchase, like any political party, but anonymously. Their identity will never be disclosed. Who may purchase this bond? A citizen of India or independent person, anyone can. When may such bonds can be purchased? Like there can be available purchase in 10 days each of the February, April, June and October. Okay, January, April, July and October. So 10 days. Lifespan is given 15 days of political party eligible to receive the donation through the electoral bond, and political party will be required to file returns to election commission of the quantum of money received through electoral bond. Okay, they can file even. And political party who have at least secured 1% vote in the Lok Sabha is required to be purchased this under section 29A Representation of People Act. So these are some provision given here. Now I'm discussing about totalizer machine. What is a totalizer machine? It's a attorney general an election commission opposed central government stand against totalization of vote. So EVM is a were developed by two PSU, Bharat Bharat Electronic Limited and Electronic Corporation of India. Electronic Corporation of India. So EVM manufactured in the 1990, okay, were used experimental basis for first time in 16 assembly. Okay, so first of all Madhya Pradesh government, then Rajasthan government, and then Delhi. Madhya Pradesh, then Rajasthan, then Delhi. They applied this in general election. Then EVM normally consists ballot unit. There is a ballot unit. Okay. So control unit also and control unit also. Ballot unit and control unit. So greater than 16 another BU. So voter verified paper audit trail is there. What is voter verified paper audit trail? Helps voter ascertain that the vote was cast to the intended party through a paper verified by the voter himself. So EVM was used for Noksen assembly in Nagaland. Noksen assembly in Nagaland. Okay. The first recommendation for the amending the election rule to provide by Election Commission of India. And Law Commission in its 255 report. Law Commission its 255 report was used this. Totalizer machine is what? Pre and post poll intimidation, extra layer of security, principle of secret ballot, rule 59A election rules, and booth wise performance, booth management. These are the work of this totalizer machine. Okay. Now paid news. What is the paid news? What are the paid news? What do you understand by paid news? Paid news. Election Commission has disqualified Madhya Pradesh minister for 3 years for filing wrong accounts in election expenditure. So MP of Madhya Pradesh disqualified. His wrong accounts was there. So section 10A of Representation of People Act. Disqualification for the failure to lodge account. So has failed to lodge an account of election expenses within the time and manner. No good reason of justification. Election Commission shall by order publish in the official gazette declare him to be disqualification, and any such person shall be disqualified for a 3 years. So own fund of performance of its function. So help newspaper and news agency to maintain their independence, build a code of conduct, and keep under review of development and concern with the development such as concentration, newspaper, news agency. What are the paid news? Paid news like Press Council of India. Press Council of India describe about the propaganda in favor of candidate masquerading as news reporter, an article for a price in cash or kind of consideration. They are masquerading the news. What they are doing? Masquerading the news for the masquerading the news for the kind of consideration in price and cash. So it is considered a grave electoral malpractice. It is considered as a malpractice. Okay, paid news is not an electoral offense yet, but it can be. So Election Commission of India issued the instruction against this. Media certification and monitoring committee is there. There is a media certification and monitoring committee in the district plus state level to check the paid news. Media certification and monitoring committee is there. So shall also actively consider paid news cases referred to its expenditure observer. Declaring source of income. So what are source of income? Lok Prahari Union of India judgment. Section 123(3) of RPA Act. Section 123 RPA Act, corrupt practices. What they are describing? Corrupt practices appealed by the candidate or his agent or by any other person with the consent of candidate. So it is like voting for any person ground of religion, race, caste and community. So there shall not be a corrupt practice in the elections, and no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste. This is given 123. Current practices means candidate like affidavit on their asset but not the sources or asset are given. So Central Board of Direct Tax, CBDT. Central Board of Direct Tax is assets of the central government, and ministers should be given. So committee related to electoral reform, which committees are there? Tarkunde Committee. Tarkunde Committee. Second is Dinesh Goswami Committee. And third is Law Commissioner is 1919. National Commission Review, M.N. Venkata Chalaiya. Okay, Election Commission of India report 2000. Second ARC report even, and Tankha Committee is given. Tankha Committee. Okay, these are some committee. So what they highlighted: declaring the resources, declaring the state, and violation of RPA Act. So non-disclosure of sources of income will be the violation of the RPA Act. Corrupt practice under the section 123A are given. Okay, now what are the ICT vision document? ICT vision document. It is Election Commission given the ICT vision document. So in 2025, Vision 2025, strategy of adopting recent technology and consolidating existing technology in election. So ICT vision document to integrated software. So software will be there, GIS system will be there, IT infrastructure will be there, knowledge management, capacity building, everything will be there. Next is proxy voting. Proxy voting. What is the proxy voting? So NRI proxy voting. Union Cabinet has recently approved a proposal to change the electoral law to allow NRI to vote in Lok Sabha and Assembly election. So Representative of People Act was amended to introduce section 20A to make NRI eligible to be registered as a voter in a constituency. So NRI will be eligible to be considered as a voter in section 20A. So before this amendment, only ordinary resident could be cast the vote, but now after the Representation of People Act 2010 amendment, section 20A added the NRI as a proxy voter. So NRI to be physically present in their respective constituency at the time of section. Under the RPA Act, overseas Indian can now furnish the documents self-attested by them and get their name enrolled in the electoral roll of their respective constituency. So overseas elector will have to appoint as a nominee afresh each elector. Okay, so this is unlike the armed force who can nominate their relatives in permanent proxy voter. Service voter can cast their vote through post as well as not permitted for NRI, as the government felt it could become an administrator and logistic nightmare. So service voter also can cast the vote by the post also. Okay, so this was the electoral reform what